Hey, this is Bryce and thanks for tuning to my YouTube channel, Jack of Trades. In this video, I want to go over some techniques that I've been playing around with for preserving box art as well as new in-box kits. When it comes to boxes, I don't have any room for empty boxes, so I usually just throw them away. But lately, I've been toying around with the idea of keeping the box art that is interesting to me in an effort to preserve it and potentially post it up on the walls as the mood strikes me. So you can see behind me I've got my Kyosho Ultima box top tacked up on the refrigerator, and this is actually laminated, so it's sealed off so it won't, the artwork won't rub off over time. And that's what I have here is a laminator. This will do an A3 size sheet, and I kind of want to go through that process just kind of as a show and tell. I realize this isn't for everyone, but if you like to geek out on this kind of stuff, then this video is for you. So I'll get started with preserving box art, and then I'll kind of show what I do with my new in-box kits to keep them fresh for when I'm ready to finally get around to building them. So let's get into it. The first thing I'm going to do with this box is I'm going to break it down. And what I have here is, so I've got my laminator, and I've got a 24-inch paper shear. Who doesn't love that sound? The finger cutter, right? I use this for breaking down materials. I use it for breaking down the sheets for my my vacuum forming machine, and then I use it to break down the boxes because it gives nice clean cuts. So let's keep breaking down this box. On this box, I want to preserve the back of the box, just because it kind of describes all the features of the vehicle, and I want to preserve the front of the box. It's cool. It's actual artwork versus just a photo. So this box isn't in the best condition. That's okay. I don't care. It's for my own consumption, so I'm okay with this. So go ahead and cut that. So we got one piece that will laminate. So I've got both the laminator, then I have this sealing iron this is typically used for the covering for model airplanes or RC airplanes. But I actually use it for quite a bit of other things because it's a nice iron with an adjustable temperature. This thing makes me so nervous. As they say, measure twice, cut once. Alright, so we've got our two pieces that we want to go ahead and laminate, and we'll get to that. While we're waiting for this to warm up, I'll describe it a little bit. There's two rolls of laminate here. There's one on the bottom, one on the top, and they feed to a set of rollers which are heated, and it basically there's adhesive on the laminate, and it melts that adhesive and it pushes the two layers together as you feed your material through. For manuals that I print off online, I'll go ahead and laminate those and I'll spiral bind them. And then I've started doing it with cardboard as well. The problem with cardboard is it doesn't seal very well around the edges because of the thickness of the cardboard. So that's when I'll come back along the edges with the sealing iron. Okay, I think we're warm enough. Let's go ahead and get this running. Actually, the second one didn't do very well. It didn't laminate along the top edge. So I'll just go ahead and hit it with this iron. So I think we can go ahead and trim this out on the shear now. Leave a little bit of material extra. I won't cut into the cardboard because I kind of want to keep it somewhat sealed. 2 to 3 millimeters. So then what I'll do is I will go over the edge with the iron. Just kind of pull it down, round it over. Alright, so here's the front and here's the back. So I can either post these up on my walls or frame them or save them. But if I want to save them, then they're much less volume than a box, right? So I don't know, I'm playing around with this technique. I don't know, we'll see how well it works for me. But it's kind of a cheap and easy way to get some wall art without. On my garage door I have a bunch of tin box arts, which look nice. I like them, but they're not cheap. They're like 10 or 12 bucks a pop. So that adds up over time versus just using box tops. So next I will kind of go through some techniques I've been playing around with for preserving new in box kits. So I just got these TTO2 slider chassis kits, and this is how they come. There's a manual and there's kind of the bubble wrap with the parts bags. So I want to kind of bag these in a way that is kind of neat. I don't want to put them in a box. I just want to bag them. And then I've also got so I got these chassis kits, and then I've got, oh, these things are all over the place. And I've got some boxes, RC boxes with stuff in them that I want to go ahead and seal up as well. So this is a new kit that I received recently. So I want to get that boxed up because I probably won't build it for a long time. This is a project car. This is a pretty well used RC10, but it has some interesting parts on it, which is why I picked it up. This is one of my prized kits because this was my second RC car that I ever had, and I was able to pick up a new in box kit of it. And Losi kits are really hard to come by. They don't pop up very often. The RC10 stuff is always up on eBay. This stuff, not so much. And this is just another kit that I want to go ahead and seal up. It's the Porsche 911 TTO2 chassis. This is the Carrera RSR. But I had opened this up just to, I've got some hop-up parts in here that I added to the kit, but I'm ready to go ahead and seal it up and save it for later. So let's get into that. Okay, I think I'm ready to go now. So for sealing up boxes and card kits like this, what I've been messing around with is this shrink wrap material. Basically it's a tube of plastic that comes on a roll. You can kind of see how it opens up here. And what I'll do is I'll put the item inside, I'll seal both ends. I'll try to trim it as tight as possible to the whatever I'm trying to seal up. And then I'll use my heat gun to shrink it. And it shrinks 50% of its original size. Actually, before I do that, I'll throw in these little silica gel desiccants. So we got the roll of material. I have a 24-inch sealer. This is actually 26-inch material. I went with 26-inch because I found that it fit almost every kit that I have as far as box sizes go. So yeah, let's go ahead and try this out, and then we'll try out a box. Because this is 26 inches, I have to fold in the ends to get it to fit in the sealer. Before I do that, I want to fix something on my fridge. And there we go. So let's go ahead and bag this up. I think with this, I will go ahead and throw in a desiccant, even though everything is bagged, just to absorb any moisture. So we'll stuff all this in here. So we put it down until the timer goes off. And let it sit for a little bit. And now I will trim off the excess. And this has a built-in cutter, so I'm going to cut the plastic. Alright, so in the case of this kit, it is shorter than my bag is wide. so I can go ahead and seal it a third time to try and get, so I don't have to shrink it so much. It actually won't shrink that much if I left all that excess on. So we have this kit now that is bagged. It's sealed. I can go ahead and shrink it. Because it is airtight at the moment, this won't shrink very well. It'll just act like a balloon. So I need to put a little hole in the end of it, just to let the air out as it shrinks. There we go. We have our bagged and sealed and shrunk kit. That's pretty good. At least it's gonna keep everything together. So this stuff is thicker than the shrink wrap that you find on the Tamiya kits, at least the US distributed Tamiya kits. So it's fairly durable, I think. Alright, let's go and do a box now. So the beauty of this, so I've actually already sealed this box and I opened it up because I wanted to look at some stuff in it. But the beauty of this is I can open up the shrink wrap and redo it if I ever need to. Alright, so there we go, boxed, bagged and sealed. Let's do one more kit. Do my low seat. Actually, I have to get all these done, so I might as well just do them. Alright, so in closing, that's basically what I've been dinking around with as far as trying to take care of these boxes. Well, not the boxes, but the kits before I get a chance to build them, because I do store them in my attic. And then kind of trying to save some of these box art lids for either just for future enjoyment or throwing up on the wall as a decoration. Thank you for tuning in and watching. Have a great day. Take care. Bye.